Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Tekkit. Oh, little Wolfie, why are you killing that poor blah black sheep? That's so rude. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back. Oh, hello, that's also fun. What a great way to start this video. So, where did we last leave off? Well, we were playing around with the equivalent exchange, and I said that I was going to find myself a new home. And I have delivered upon that. Took me forever to find one that I liked. What were you doing in the tree? We're a good 400 meters or so away from spawn. But I finally found a marsh. And I spent about 12 hours or so, give or take, this last weekend, building up a satisfactory home. Yes, here we are. Paid special attention to the aesthetic because, well, I just really couldn't. I couldn't see myself living in a shack forever now, could I? No, not at all. So, like I said, good marshlands over there, which meant a lot of naturally occurring rubber trees like that. Also some basalt with a lava flow mine, which seems really cool, because if I ever do want to build a geothermal power plant, then, yeah, that just makes a lot of sense to me. But anyway, let me show you around. This is my new abode. Had to migrate all my machinery and stuff out of here. Some cables and all that. We've got plenty of storage, did a bit more mining, got some more resources, and so on. My room's up here. Not that there's much to see, really, but, it does the job. I need to get some bookshelves or something. Furniture would be good. And also, I have access to a handy-dandy basement, which allows me to run the wiring and the piping without all the eyesore up in the main rooms. So now I have pretty much just free reign to do whatever the heck I want here in a proper living arrangement. I feel a heck of a lot better about this, if you were to ask me. So, what do we want to do today? Well, I think that our top priority today has to be going to the Nether. The Nether is going to have a lot of resources we need, glowstone being one of the main ones, so that we can continue working with equivalent exchange and start generating lots and lots of EMC, or at least, even if it's not a lot, something passive. Something that's always working, no matter what I'm up to. Get rid of this arrow, I don't need you there. I also took the liberty of planting a basic sugarcane farm, which is one of your early game methods of generating unlimited EMC. Each sugarcane is worth, like, what, 32 or something? And it grows automatically, so it's pretty much a free, renewable, replenishable resource of EMC. And if I want to get the right tools, I could automate the process. It's not that great, but it's not that bad either. But before we create a nether portal, one thing I want to show you guys is how to repair my tools. You ever had this problem where you get your tools out and it's like, oh no, this thing's gonna fall apart soon, what a waste of diamonds or something like that? Haha, never fear. We have a solution for that. One, you get yourself an extra alchemical chest, which I happen to have here. Loop. And the next thing that we are going to create is a talisman of repair. Whoops, that's the wrong button. There we go. This thing just takes some paper, string, and the covalence dusts that we've already crafted, which shouldn't be too bad. So we'll grab a couple of you, couple of you, couple of you. I have some string, and with the sugar canes... Is that how you make paper? I actually don't remember. Yes, it is. Well, what do you know? Paper. Okay. Place one here, couple of strings. I got no strings to hold me down. And we have a talisman of repair. So the cool thing about the Talisman of Repair is I can just plop it into a regular alchemical chest like so, and gradually, we're going to see our tools start to repair. Case in point, the ruby pickaxe here is already back up to full strength. The other neat tool that we're going to create in the equivalent exchange mod is I am going to create myself a divination rod. Now, what the heck is a divination rod, you might ask? Glad you asked. Let's place a stick here and surround it with the cheap green covalence dust. Oh, look! A divining rod. I'm sorry, what did I call it before? Whatever it is, it's a divining rod. Hooray! Divination. Now we'll just place some of the more expensive stuff around it. Oh, look, it's light blue now. What if we put even the more expensive stuff around it? Yep, sure enough, now we have a fully functioning divining rod using the leftover covalence dust that we already possessed. What does this stuff do, you might ask? Well, it determines the EMC value of blocks in a certain area. How do I change the mode? I don't remember, actually. G. There we go. Divining rod mid-range, and then maximum range. So in a 3x3 area, for example, if I were to click here, this 3x3 area would be analyzed 64 blocks deep. Doink! Best found is 128. Now, up on the surface, I don't expect anything really amazing, but if I were to look down, 256, 320, 256 again, 4,000, aha! I know somewhere down here is some uranium or something like that. So if I ever were to get the right kind of tools where I can just dig a hole straight down, that would be an option. Divining tool becomes very helpful at some point. Not yet, but we'll definitely use it eventually. Okay, so if we're going to create ourselves an obsidian portal, I'm obviously going to need a bit of obsidian. Also wouldn't mind getting some more stone bricks, which, by the way, you can see are also worth an EMC value of 1, which means dump in your dirtier cobblestone. Hey, look, stone bricks. Saves you a lot of crafting time, I tell you what. Let's go ahead and dump this into the EMC. Oops, that's not what I want. Doink! Oh, look! More stones and stairs than I know what to do with. That's fun. So if we're going to build ourselves an obsidian portal, then I feel like we have to do it right. We have to do some aesthetic justice, keeping in theme with the rest of my building. Let's go up here. There's a lot of space, which is one of the reasons I chose this area. Lots of space over here to the right, which means we can build some truly massive factories without too much stuff getting in my way. And I am looking forward to that. But for now, I think an obsidian portal somewhere right around here, kind of close to the house, but not dangerously close, could be kind of fun. You know, I'm aware that this series has started to become a bit more technical lately, and I'm not making as many wisecracks and stuff like that. I am aware of that, but at the same time, that's just kind of my natural default, you know? I'm always driven toward a particular goal and trying to be somewhat educational about how I approach things. But in the meantime, I don't know. Llamas. They're funny, right? Yeah? Never mind. I'll just keep building this thing. Just a little stone altar like this should be pretty good. Place you like so. Okay. Oh, wait. Of course, I am missing a flint and tinder. Okay, now I think we are ready to light this puppy. Yoink! Aha! Nether portal. Alright, nothing for it. Let's head into the nether and see if we can find anything useful. I'm thinking glowstone would be good, but there are a load of ores inside of the nether as well. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. This is a fun location. We're up actually pretty high. Well, I see the glowstone already. That makes things easy. Any ghasts to worry about? Hope not. Okay, well, welcome to the nether, everybody. This is what it looks like with the Sphax texture pack on. Pretty cool, pretty dreary. You can see over here, though, there's a whole bunch of ores and stuff. There's some right there. Nether copper, nether redstone. Every single ore you can think of is also here in the nether, with the exception, I think, of, like, tungsten and uranium. There's some coal. You can find diamonds and stuff here. Now, what's the point of having nether ores? Good question. The nether ores, when you macerate them, give you 4 dust instead of 2. So nether ores are actually worth quite a bit. What's the downside? There's always a catch. There's a couple of them here. 1, if you mine some, the zombie pigmen all become aggressive and try to kill you, which is a bit of a problem. 2, as you mine them, there is a chance that they are going to explode, which also can become a bit of a problem. So I'm going to leave that alone for the time being. There is a way around it that I have developed, and it works pretty darn well. We're mostly just here to grab some of the redstone. I actually should go ahead and put a quick waypoint right here. Home portal will make sense. Let's see if I can make this a bit more of a purplish color to represent my portal. There we go. Okay. Now I'll never forget my way home. I thought I saw something moving over there. Is a ghast. Ugh. Leave me alone, ghasty goo. I don't want to meet you. Oh, what do you freaking know? We're actually right next to a nether fortress, too. Ooh. I was just going to get the glowstone, but I may actually decide that I want to stay here and do a couple more things. Probably should have given myself diamond armor if that was going to be the case, but I didn't. Well, either way, let's see if we can get ourselves a bit of the glowstone at the very least. This is the bare minimum what we're here for. Gosh, working on the edge like this, it always makes me nervous. Never fails. I just feel so antsy. Like at any second, for whatever reason, my finger might slip off the shift key and I'm going to plummet to my death. Lose everything. Well, not everything. I got enough I can get back on my feet pretty easily. But even so, I'm not really eager to tempt fate, you know what I mean? Okay, good enough. Let's mine this stuff. Glowstone comes to me. Thank you. All that I can get. We're going to need a lot of this stuff. Of course, this stuff has an EMC value, so once you get even a little bit, you can always create more using your condenser if you have to. So this first trip to the nether is really the most important one. After that, though, meh. We can make as much as we need to. I can even put this stuff all over my house. Makes for a great chandelier material, don't you know? And back down we go. Because I don't like leaving floating platforms. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so now that I have the glowstone, that's all well and good. I'm probably going to stop by my house real quick just to deposit this stuff, but we're going to come back out here. Because a nether fortress, so close to my portal, is actually going to give me some options as far as creating EMC. In what some people might consider to be a sort of cheaty manner, but if it works, it works. It's not a cheat, it's a feature. Oh, hello there, zombie piggy man. You look friendly, don't you? Alright, where was that nether fortress? It's over here, right? Think so. Yep, that looks like it. Ooh, how am I going to get over there? That is going to be a bit of a challenge, isn't it, when we're this high freaking up. I could wait until I've given myself some sort of ability to fly. But again, getting them blaze rods and stuff... Well, I didn't say that earlier, but I probably should have. Getting blaze rods is the goal of going to the nether fortress. And it's a little on the lucrative side, if you can make it work. Good news is I brought a couple of stacks of this gravel stuff. Hopefully that's enough. Hey, look, more fortress over there. Actually, that might be easier to get to. Hang on. Let's take a look at that. We got 2 fortresses? Or is it one giant one? Ah, you never freaking know in this game sometimes. Excuse me, piggos, don't mind me. I'm a buddy. I am also a dead snort pig. Oink, oink. Brains. Just don't murder me. Ooh. Okay, actually, I see a path to get over there. It's not the easiest of paths, but it will work. Okay, good. If I don't have to nerd and pull my way down with gravel, I feel like I'm a bit more comfortable with that solution. So let's go to that portal instead. Fortress, not portal, whatever. Call me crazy, but I feel like that's a blaze spawner over there in that tower. Hey! Little fire slimeus. Okay. And is this a secret entrance that I do see? Perchance? Excuse me. Die. Didn't feel like dropping any fire slime for me, huh? That's fine. You saw nothing. Alright, let's get inside here. Oh! That is also a blaze... Oh, crap. Well, I was gonna say, that is also a blaze spawner. Ah! Oh! Yeah, the blaze found me! Okay, good. Yes. Thank you. Did I get a blaze rod? No blaze rod? What is wrong with you? Give me that blaze rod. I needs. At least one will do the job. There's an exploit using blaze rods, and I wish to exploit the exploit. Spawn. Come on. Spawn it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. It's like waiting for a stupid raid boss. Okay, you fool. I have the blaze rod. That is technically all that I needed. I could stay here and farm them for a long dang time, and that'd be okay, but nope, crap. But I don't think I need to do that. One was all I needed. I can EMC as much as I need to in the condenser. Haha! I now have the secret to unlimited EMC in my hands. Of course, now I gotta find my way back. In, the Minecraft equivalent of hell. A little uncomfortable if you ask me, but we'll get there eventually. In the meantime, hopefully no ghasts. And fortunately, this is not the type of mod pack that introduced things like nether creepers. Those exist somewhere, right? Either way, I don't think there are any new mobs in this. It's really just the zombie pigmen and ghasts and blazes. The normal stuff. Heck, I think this is an early enough version of the game that you don't even have wither skeletons. Which is a little unfortunate. I wouldn't have minded being able to farm the wither in Tekkit, but alas, this is an old version of the game. Very old indeed. Okay, now that we have a blaze rod, let me show you what this thing can do. First, let's get a spare just to be safe. Take that out of here so I don't ever mess this up. Alright, I'm going to take this thing over to the macerator. Now, macerator can macerate up the blaze rod into a blaze rod powder. Now, first off, I want you to pay attention. This thing has a value of 1,536. Okay? That number is very important. Don't forget it. I'm just going to wait for this thing to finish. It should give us 5 in total, which is pretty good. Come on. 5 blaze powder. There we go. Now. Oh, right. It's getting all pumped away. Okay. You may have saw, though, that the EMC value there was 768. Now, if you multiply 768, do you really think that it's going to be 1,536? If you do, you are terrible at math, and I can't help you. Now, 5 blaze powders gives you far more EMC than a blaze rod does, which means every blaze rod that I macerate down technically gives me basically doubles its EMC value. If I want to get more blaze rods, all I gotta do, put this thing in here, throw in 1, 2 blaze powders, and look at that. So every 1 blaze rod creates 2 blaze rods and a half. This is how I create perpetual EMC. And I can rig up a pretty nice setup with macerators and stuff and pumps flowing around, constantly macerating up the blaze rods, turning it into powder, and returning it into blaze rods, and it just keeps going up exponentially. It's amazing. Now, of course, it's a very slow method of getting unlimited EMC, simply because the macerators suck. There's ways to fix that. Could overclock the machine, could build a rotary macerator, you'll see. But this will ultimately be integral in creating some awesome equivalent exchange methods of getting unlimited power. Eternal resources. Cheat mode without actually using cheat mode. Because again, it's not a cheat if it's a feature. But this is not the only method of generating eternal EMC. Oh no. The other reason that we went to the Nether was so that I could get the material needed to build a collector. Now, as I said before, when it comes to equivalent exchange, it's based around the idea that matter and energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only change forms, right? Well, what about all of the energy that is coming from our Minecraft sun onto the planet? Why don't we convert that into mass as well? And with an energy collector, that is exactly something you can do. Now, this requires a whole block of diamond, a furnace, some glass, and some glowstone. But we can certainly afford to do something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Place you here. And doop, 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 doop. Create a block of iron. No, not block of iron. Sorry, block of diamonds. Get some glowstone going. And I'll just do this until I have the resources I need to build a quick collector or two. Okay, a couple quick furnaces, the blocks of diamond, a couple of glass, some glowstone, and boom! 2 energy collectors for me, each of these having an EMC value of 82,000, so they're not exactly cheap. Okay, if we were to place these collectors outside in the sunlight, you can see here that it's generating up some EMC right now, kind of passively. Now, there's a few different things we can do with this. One thing that I wouldn't mind doing is actually turning some coal into alchemical coal. There's a few different ways that you can do this. I mean, you could use a philosopher's stone, but since I don't have anything else to do with the collectors at the moment, this will be an option for me. Let's go and dump that inside there. You also can hook the collectors up to a condenser, and as long as you use a relay, it automatically will start transferring its energy into the condenser to be condensed into whatever you want, diamonds and so on. But if I were to dump in a piece of coal real quick... Oh, it turned it into gunpowder. That's not quite what I wanted. Let's see. Can I... Oh, interesting. I actually don't really want gunpowder. Okay. Let's see if I can dump in a bit more. What happens to the gunpowder once you get to, like, 4? Aha! Some of the gunpowder starts turning into glowstone. So basically, the items start perpetually getting stronger and stronger in their EMC value, which is not the worst thing in the world. But the other thing that I can do is I should be able to hook this thing up to a condenser directly. Should have brought that with me. Why do I have to keep running back inside? Ugh! I should be far more lazy than this. Whoa! Let's grab that freaking blaze powder. I don't want that thing to go to waste. Okay, pull out the diamond real quick. Let's mine you up. Yoink! No! Down in the basement it goes. Get back here, you naughty little block. Okay, we're gonna put this thing right next to the condensers, and if it works the way that I think it should, we'll start seeing it automatically turning items into whatever we want inside of the condenser. Now, that's a little bit slow, just using your regular energy collectors, no doubt, but we can speed that method up later. For now, though, if you place, let's say, a piece of blaze powder in here, aha! See, the EMC is transferring directly from these things into the condenser. So let's go ahead and take out the glowstone and the gunpowder. There we go. Now it's going twice as fast since they're both working together. So if I just leave this here, eventually we're going to get some free blaze powder harnessing the power of the sun. But it's still kind of slow. A few different things that I could do here. I could place more collectors around here. That would work. But you'll find that there's only so many you can put in here. One on top, one on the side. I mean, really, you only get like 5. That's not quite good enough. There are some things called relays, though. Here they are. Looks like this. Antimatter relays. Now, unfortunately, they are also fairly expensive to develop. Block of diamond, obsidian. But what it does, if I were to place a relay right here, for example, then I'd be able to place collectors all around it, and the relay would take those collectors and feed it into the condenser, which means I can basically double my surface area for collectors. But even that is too slow in my personal opinion, which is why you are able to upgrade the collectors to Mark II and Mark III. You can see their EMC value goes up quite a bit, though. So if I wanted to have some Mark IIs, I'd have to create dark matter, place it with some more glowstone around an energy collector. But the good news is it generates like 8 times faster. And then red matter is like 8 times faster than that. But of course, red matter is, well, it's a little pricey, but even so, pretty effective. You gotta start from some humble beginnings. The collectors do take a while to work, at least to start with. But eventually, the power flower, as some people have called it, becomes a very, very effective method of generating unlimited EMC. Actually, if I want to be cute, one thing I could do real quick, let's grab this collector in here, throw you in here like so, and let's dump in some blaze powder. It's not going to be enough, is it? Ah, so close. Diamond? Doink. Darn it. Hang on. We can make more collectors. Use the collectors to make more collectors. It's like capitalism. You gotta spend money to make money. Same concept, just using magic. Doop. There we go. Now we have a third collector that we can use. Haha! It's a little tedious and expensive, and I'm going to have to leave my condenser out here for this to work, but in the meantime, now we're generating at 3 times the speed. Excellent. I'm going to have to create myself a new condenser. I don't want to have to walk out here every freaking time, but at least for now, this is going to be a passive method of generating more diamonds. It'll take weeks, but it'll work. The other thing that I wanted to do today was create a philosopher's stone so that we can make some alchemical fuel, because we are going to need it. Philosopher's stone, you may recall, requires some redstone and glowstone surrounding a diamond, which we have available now that we have some properly generated glowstone. No cheating for me. So let's hop over to the crafting bench, go doop, 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 and a doop, 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 and there we go. We have a philosopher's stone. Pretty useful tool. We'll make use of that a lot in the future. Let's grab some of this coal. I'm going to place the philosopher's stone here. De-doop, 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 and there we go. Alchemical coal. Now this stuff's pretty reasonably good. It operates a bit more efficiently than regular coal does, and you can use this for quite a few different recipes inside of Equivalent Exchange. The one that I want is the Catalyst of Destruction. This thing is amazing. We can use this to mine very, very rapidly. Whoops. Hang on. Give that back. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Whoop. Oh, I seem to be shooting bolts of energy. Oh, that's kind of fun. That scared me for a second there. All right. Destruction Catalyst. Now, I'll show you guys what this does, but first, in order to create it, we need Mobius fuel, Nova catalysts surrounding a flint and steel. What is Mobius fuel? It is basically the Philosopher's Stone working with alchemical coal. Okay, that's not too bad. What about the Nova catalyst? That requires regular TNT and some Mobius fuel. We can create a TNT, of course, by using the gunpowder we just generated and some sand. So I'm going to take a quick nap, and then we're going to try to build myself a destruction catalyst, because this thing, this is a fun tool to use. Let's go ahead and create myself some more Mobius fuel. We'll just get some of this going. There we go. 2 stacks of coal in order to make 8 Mobius fuel. Pretty expensive, and this stuff actually can upgrade even further into Aeternalis fuel with the same recipe, and this stuff's also pretty good. Each one of these is the same EMC value of a diamond, just to give you an idea how expensive this fuel can become. But anyway, let's create myself a bit of TNT right quick. Bit of TNT like so. Good old-fashioned TNT, my favorite. This stuff, unfortunately, does have an EMC value of nearly 1,000, so it's going to be a little expensive to replicate, but that's why we have Nikolite. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a bit more of that. That's actually probably plenty, right? That might be more than I need. Okay, let's go ahead and move over here. We're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That is a couple of Nova Catalysts, and if I can find my flint and steel, Does this actually work if it's not repaired? Easy way to find out. Let's just toss it in here real quick. There we go. Now it's repaired. I can reuse it. Perfect. Place you here. Is it on the corners? I think it might have been. And there we go. A destruction catalyst. Now, unfortunately, destruction catalyst is currently useless to me because I have no way of powering the darn thing, which means we're going to have to create something called a clay star? I don't know. Klein. K-L-E-I-N. Star. And this thing, as I showed you before, upgrades quite a bit. What this thing is basically, though, is an EMC battery that you can hold and charge a lot of your equivalent exchange equipment. And this, unfortunately, is made by using even more Mobius fuel around a diamond. So let's go ahead and grab some more of my diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like this. Place in the Mobius fuel. Get some diamonds in there. There we go. Doop-a-doop-doop. Equivalent exchange makes this pretty easy. Place here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and boom. We now have a Klein star. Okay. Now, how do you charge this darn battery? Well, this is one of the reasons that we built these handy-dandy collectors. At least I think it is. Wait, the collectors work, right? I think they do gradually. The relays might be faster, though. Let's try putting this thing inside of here. There we go. Okay, you can see now that the Klein star is indeed charging with EMC. Now, I don't think you can actually put this thing inside of a condenser, so don't worry about ruining it. But you want to stash as much EMC on this thing as possible because we're going to have a lot of fun with this in a second. I think this is enough to just show what I want to do. So here we go. We're going to grab our destruction catalyst, and I will show you what it can do. Right-click here. Boom! Just took that 3x3 area and demolished it. And inside that little black Pokeball-looking thing was all the dirt that I would have gotten. So this thing is an incredibly potent mining tool. Now, granted, it used up like 100 EMC per hit, but pretty darn useful. Now, you might think, oh, that's pretty cool, but I don't think I'll ever use that 3x3. It's kind of meh. No. You don't understand. Let me get a bit more EMC in this thing, and I'll show you just what it can do. Okay, we got about 1,000 EMC in there. That should be enough to prove my point. Okay, so, destruction catalyst, 3x3 area. I mean, it's just a single right-click and you instantly destroy all the blocks. Okay, pretty useful. But it gets even better. If I go to this thing and I hold down C, or V, there we go, charge it, I can now go, boom! Would you look at that? Now we've done a 3x3 area that's 4 deep. That's pretty good. What if I can charge it up even more? How about all the way up? Boom! Look at that. This thing is the most powerful mining tool in the game, bar none. Now, of course, it uses up EMC. So you're going to want to make sure that you're taking a lot of your materials that you're mining, copper, diamonds, I don't care, throwing it into a relay or a collector or something in order to charge up your Klein star so you can keep mining. But obviously, this saves you a ton of freaking time. And I can just decharge it by holding down Shift and V. If I want this coal, no problem. Boom, I now have the coal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now here's where this gets really crazy, right? Put this in conjunction with your divining rod. Oh dear, I just found diamonds. So if I wanted to, I could charge this thing all the way up, and odds are pretty good that I could just mine my way straight down to the diamonds with like 2 clicks. Now, of course, I need to have a way to get out, so I'm not going to do that right now. But if you're going down toward bedrock and you want to use your divining rod to just start looking around the walls and try to find some diamonds or something, this is a pretty effective tool. Now, suppose you don't want to leave this Klein star sitting in the collector all day because it takes too freaking long. No problem. This is actually another use for those relays I was telling you guys about before. So let's build myself a basic antimatter relay. I've got some nickelite. That should do. All right. Let's get back outside real quick. Shove this thing up next to the collectors. Now again, its primary role is to join up collectors and send their EMC collectively into the condenser for you, which increases your overall surface area that you can access. So let's go ahead and move these guys out of here real quick. I'll place you right here. We'll place doink, doink, and doink. Now all 3 of those are running through the relay and into the condenser just fine. In fact, actually, the time I've been doing this, I just created another diamond. How fun is that? But if we go to the relay, the other thing we can do is place the Klein star in this little charge bar right here, and then throw in something, I don't care, how about some nickelite? And look at that, we're throwing in a bit of EMC. There we go. So if you ever have something like, I don't know, diamonds or dark matter or something with high EMC value that you don't mind throwing away to charge this thing up quick, the relay is your best friend. So after spending a few diamonds to charge up my Klein star, look what you're able to do with that destruction catalyst. Mine your way all the way down here. It's a pretty darn powerful tool. Certainly helps me to get around in no time flat. And along the way, I found myself a chasm, which I'm going to take the liberty of mining out. Doink! Thank you for the iron. Ooh, what about gold? I do want gold. Hang on, let's move out of here. And doink! Thank you. Whoever needs pickaxes again? Not me, that's for sure. He says as he's using a pickaxe like a dummy. That's just funny, isn't it? Whoop, there we go. Doink, doink, and doink. Such a powerful tool. Absolutely absurd. Okay. And just to demonstrate what I was showing you guys earlier, if I click over, let's say, here, hey, look, my divining rod knows that there's a diamond somewhere down there. I don't know exactly how far away it is. Let's go short range. Nope. Longer range? Nope. Much further. 64. Somewhere down there is a giant freaking beautiful diamond, and I want it. Mine! And there we go. Did I get the diamond? I don't think so. Let's take a look at the divining rod. It is still down there. Let's do it again. And nope, didn't get it yet. Okay, wow, it is way far down there. Yep, hang on. Maybe it's a little bit closer now, though. Doop. There it is. We know it's real close. So rather than waste the EMC, doop. Hello! Diamonds! This would have taken you forever to find, normally. But thanks to the power of the divining rod in conjunction with a destruction catalyst, we can generate a load of extra EMC just by going around mining and doing some targeted drilling. It's excellent. In fact, I think I actually found some tungsten over here earlier. No? No? Where was the tungsten? I saw some. Maybe I'm just crazy. Could I be crazy? Oh, wait, of course. I don't have this thing on long range. Boom! I know tungsten's somewhere down here, and that stuff's obviously pretty valuable. Doom! Of course, you're going to want to bring some torches along so you can actually light this area up, but... Oh, I think we already got the tungsten. 2 of them! Hey, that's 4 more diamonds with practically no effort. This is one of my favorite methods of mining using equivalent exchange. Get out of here, spider. Spiders don't swim. The itsy-bitsy water in the water spout and all that. Gee whiz. Anyway, you can imagine, though, this in conjunction with the ability to fly. Oh, now that gets pretty strong. But unfortunately, at this stage, we are nowhere near wealthy enough to do that. I'm going to spend a bit of time gathering up some extra EMC using the collectors and using those blaze rods that I found earlier. Wait, what the crud? Look at all the skeletons up here. These guys like the watchers on the wall? Geez, I'm never going to be able to get home without them sniping me. One more really nifty feature about this destruction catalyst. Do you remember how earlier we couldn't safely mine these nether ores without upsetting the zombie pigmen or risking major explosions? No problem with the destruction catalyst. Let's just do a quick mine here. Yoink! And then boom. I got all that gold. Now this stuff can still explode, but your ability to right-click is so darn fast if you do it quickly enough. There's really no risk. Let's see if I can actually get one of these to explode real quick. I never did show that to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I just upset the zombie pigman. Oh, crap. I have made a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Well, now we have to fight for our lives. That was an error. But even so, come on. Explode. That's the sound I was looking for. Boom! And you gotta be careful of that because it can trigger chain reactions in all the other ores nearby, too, if you're not careful. So, that's important not to mess up. But yeah, Destruction Catalyst now gives us a way around both of the problems of mining nether ores. We can do so without triggering zombie death, and we don't have to risk explosions because we can go really fast. Look at all this, just waiting to be mined. Boom. 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 And remember, whoop, crap. Dip. Okay. Remember, each of these give double ores, or sorry, double the dusts of the regular ores if we throw it through a macerator. So yeah, going to the nether now becomes extremely profitable once you have the destruction catalyst. Oh no! I cannot believe that I just did that. Oh my god. I just lost my destruction catalyst. Oh no. I'm an idiot. There is no excuse for that. Oh, dang it! Usually when I'm playing Tekkit and I'm mining in the nether, I'm accustomed to having the ability to fly with my ring, but no. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? I think that's as good a place to stop as any for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, hit notify, and I will see you guys next time.